Okay, and welcome to Lesson 1.3, Federal and State Legal Systems of your Business Law book. The goals: name the 3 levels of federal courts, identify the various types of state and local courts as well as their jurisdictions. The federal courts: U.S. District Courts, Federal Courts of Appeal, and the U.S. Supreme Court. U.S. District Courts. This is a trial court of federal systems. A trial court is basically a court in which a case is fully heard for the first time. The power is to determine the facts of the matter and make the initial determination of the law to be used in deciding a case is called the original jurisdiction. The district courts have that power in the federal system. Federal Courts of Appeal. The federal courts of appeal have appellate jurisdiction over the district courts. Certain specialized federal courts and many federal administrative agencies. Appellate jurisdictions is the power to review cases for errors of law. Such power is exercised when the result of the case is a lower court is appealed by one or more of the parties in a case. Appellate courts do not accept any new evidence or call witnesses. U.S. Supreme Court. The U.S. Supreme Court has both original and appellate jurisdictions. U.S. Supreme Court's original jurisdiction of its court is used for far less frequently than its appellate jurisdictions. It has original jurisdiction only over cases affecting ambassadors, other public ministers, and councils, and those in which states shall be party. The U.S. Supreme Court appellate jurisdiction of the USSC is exercised over cases on appeal from 2 types of courts: U.S. Courts of Appeal and the highest courts of various states. The USSC's appellate jurisdiction over state Supreme Court cases is limited to those in which a federal law has been invalidated or whose issues center on the U.S. Constitution. State and local courts. State trial courts, State Court of Appeals, State Supreme Courts, specialized state courts. State trial courts: in most states, the courts with general original jurisdiction over both criminal and civil matters are known as circuit courts. In other states, they are known as superior courts. District courts, courts of common pleas. State courts of appeal. About half the states have state courts of appeal. In states where there is no middle level appellate court, appeals go directly to the highest state court. State Supreme Courts. Most states call their court of final authority the Supreme Court. Some states use other names. For example, New York calls its highest court the Court of Appeals. Specialized state courts. Associate circuit courts, municipal courts, small claims courts, juvenile courts, probate courts, other courts. Okay, that is the end. Thank you and have a nice day.